goes through towards Haaland. First chance for Haaland, and he's taken it. Of course he's taken it. It was his first genuine sight of goal, and well, just typical of the man. He is so ruthless, and he's on target again to give City the lead. Fofana plays it down the line. City win it back with Kovacic. Kovacic darts forward. Good run from Kovacic. Great run from Kovacic. Terrific goal. Mateo Kovacic. He took the ball down on his chest. He darted forward. He shot on target. Debatable whether Sanchez should have saved it or not, but that surely means the points for City. Erling Haaland has this record of having scored against every single Premier League opponent he's faced. Well, he'll want to extend that record today by scoring against Ipswich. Haaland now steps up and scores easily, and City were behind for only a matter of moments.
Yeah, normal service resumed at the Etihad now, and I think once the referee had given a penalty, there was almost no doubt that Haaland was going to dispatch it. It's what we'd expect from City to come straight back after going one behind.
Oh, and Savinho has... Oh, and it's a goal! Savinho has just tackled Muric on the edge of the box. Muric had it under control, and he tried to take on Savinho. Savinho dispossessed him, and De Bruyne taps it into an unguarded net.
Great closing down from Savinho, something they'll have identified, I'm sure, in the pre-match build-up. He's the one who does the damage, and he's been influential in both goals, and yeah, 5 minutes after going behind, they're in front now.
And now they're coming forward again, and Haaland's through the middle, and he's got beyond Muric. 2-1, 3-1. 2-1 1 minute, 3-1 the next. Erling Haaland's on another hat-trick, and Ipswich Town are absolutely in a spin. A wonderful, wonderful ball over the top. Haaland on the end, over the top of the advancing goalkeeper, and City suddenly have a 2-goal advantage.
Yeah, it's welcome to the Premier League, Ipswich, isn't it? You know, the fans were the tractor boys, they were euphoric. Sort of 6 or 7 minutes ago, been 1-0 in front, and it's soon turned around, and now they're 2 goals behind them.
And now Lewis, and now Gundogan again. Gundogan creeps forward, plays it across to De Bruyne, wide on the right side. Back it goes to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva into Gundogan, back to Bernardo Silva again. Wider to De Bruyne. De Bruyne into Lewis, can't get to it. Lewis then wins the second ball. Ipswich lose it. Haaland's got it. Hits the shot into the net. Erling Haaland hat-trick. Well, it was probably a really awkward position from which to shoot. He must have been about 22 metres from goal, and he slid it off the inside of his instep. Lost the ball, and Haaland's in the penalty area, and he scored! West Ham building from the back, lose the ball. Bernardo Silva latches onto it, slips a through ball into the path of Haaland. Erling Haaland, once again at the London Stadium, gives the Blues the lead. Keeps on going, Grealish, and keeps on going. And now finds Bernardo Silva and Kovacic and Lewis and Haaland. Haaland shot, 2-1 City. Erling Haaland rifles it into the roof of the net. And boy, I tell you what, they have really deserved that. They have been all over West Ham, and they now lead. And Erling Haaland is 2/3 the way to yet another City hat-trick. And now Nunes across the halfway line onto Haaland. Haaland's through on goal. Can he sink West Ham? Did I need to ask the question? Did I need to even hesitate? When you've got a striking Viking, you've got a guarantee of goals, and it is 3-1 at last. Walker on the edge, plays it to De Bruyne. De Bruyne on towards Haaland. Haaland scores! Erling Haaland with the right foot. It took a deflection on the way through and fizzed into the back of the net. And just in the blink of an eye, City's first attempt on target goes into the back of the net. And Erling Haaland, just his 8th Premier League goal of the season. City are going long and Haaland's through on goal. Haaland 2-1. Ederson with the assist and Haaland did the rest. He muscled Pinnock out of the way and dinked it over the top of the advancing Flecken. It is the epitome of Route 1 football, and City lead by 2-1. Savinho's now got away from Calafiori, he plays it in, Haaland 1-on-1, scores! City 1, Arsenal 0, Erling Haaland again, absolutely majestic from the Blues. Erling Haaland in double figures already, it's his 10th of the season, and with that goal he clocks up 100 for City. It is a stunning way to do it. 98th minute of added time. He's gone short to Gundogan. Gundogan goes back to Grealish. Grealish in the penalty area. Grealish, and the shot is blocked, and the rebound goes in! 2-2! City 2! Arsenal 2! Right at the end! Finally, Arsenal are broken!
They've tried every dark art to get this over the line, but at the end of the day, they've kept asking the question. They switched off on the corner, and then fantastic from Jack Grealish.
Grealish down the left. Oh, he's got the better of Trippier, and he plays it in. Good ball. Gvardiol in the penalty area, scores for City. Grealish into Gvardiol. Gvardiol swap feet from left foot to right and bent it round Nick Pope into the corner of the net. City have scored through Joško Gvardiol. They're trailing 1-0. İlkay Gundogan will whip this one in. Headed back to Kovacic, 1-1. Kovacic hit it, took a deflection, goes into the net. Wrong foot's burnt Leno. City are level, and my goodness, Andy, they needed to get level quickly.
And right there, the importance of set plays. You need a little bit of luck. I think it takes a ricochet and then goes into the top of the net, but the importance of set plays, Ali.
Foden puts in a cross into the area. Bernardo Silva traps it. Kovacic is onto it and scores brilliantly. Mateo Kovacic, 2/3 of the way to a hat-trick. That was a sumptuous finish. He took the ball on the edge of the area and he just guided it with a little bit of power into the corner of Bernd Leno's net. A double for Mateo Kovacic. Lewis drives across the centre circle, plays it out wide to Doku. Doku now can take on Castagna, comes inside Doku, hits the shot into the net! Jeremy Doku! What a fabulous goal from the Belgian. He came in off the line, moved it inside, hit across the ball. It's City 3, Fulham 1. Jeremy Doku. Gvardiol back to Doku. Doku on the edge of the Wolves penalty area. Plays it back to Gvardiol. Gvardiol shooting position. Oh, how many times? How many times has Joško Gvardiol done something like that? He's popped up with some important goals. He's now got himself another one. And City are level at 1-1. He scored so many important goals in the last few months. He's now done so again. It's his second in the Premier League, and City needed to get an equaliser to stop any frustrations creeping in. An unlikely scorer? Well, maybe not. Joško Gvardiol. Needs to be really good delivery. Drives it in, and it's brilliantly in! John Stones! John Stones has turned in the winner! Champions, 5 ways of winning games! They get them deep in stoppage time! And City are going top of the Premier League table! Gvardiol further wide to Bernardo Silva, into the gap for Matheus Nunes, cross comes in, Haaland's at it and scores! first chance of the game, and you know who. Well, whenever he gets a chance, he puts it on target, and invariably he goes into the back of an opponent's net. And City lead 1-0. Erling Haaland, 14th of the season, his 11th in the Premier League. He keeps up his record of having scored every time that he's met Southampton. Gundogan on the edge of the area. Kovacic back to Gundogan again. Gundogan puts into the box, and the header is in. Brilliant, Joško Gvardiol. How many times has he weighed in with precious goals for City? The answer, he's just done it again. Kovacic wins it back and drives in, and on it goes to Haaland, through on goal. Haaland! In, 1-0. It was stopped by Verbruggen. It popped up into the air, but then Haaland followed it up and forced it over the line. Brilliant, brilliant play from Mateo Kovacic. An absolutely sensational piece of midfield play. He drove down the middle. Brighton were coming forward, but Kovacic, well, he's been outstanding today, and he's guided a pass right down the middle. It's Gundogan into the penalty area. Gundogan to the byline, clips it over, and the header goes in. De Bruyne's header back. Bernardo Silva on the line. City 1, Nottingham Forest 0. And maybe the sight of De Bruyne back in the starting lineup is the inspiration City need. City 1, Forest 0. Bernardo Silva.
The De Bruyne header is goal bound. Whether it's going in or not, Bernardo Silva makes sure at the far post.
Doku tiptoes forward, keeps on coming. Doku plays it into De Bruyne. De Bruyne, 2-0. Doku, De Bruyne, back of the net.
Doku combines with Grealish. He goes one-on-one, skips past the challenge, and just watch Kevin De Bruyne come from that central position, and he makes no mistake with a fine drive into the top corner.
Haaland right into the path of Doku. Doku now can really attack Forest here. Keeps on going, Doku. Inside, hits the shot. 3-0 City. Jeremy Doku. City 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Jeremy Doku has given the Blues even more breathing space.
Well, as soon as that ball's spread wide to Doku and he goes one-on-one with Milenkovic, there's nothing that he can do. He backs away the defender. A wonderful finish at the end of a scintillating run.
Gvardiol goes out wide to Matheus Nunes in the left wing position. Up against a couple of Palace players, plays it in towards Haaland. Haaland heads it in! City 1, Palace 1. It was a lovely ball in, whipped in with a lovely, nice angle to it. And Haaland just rose higher than Henderson, and City are level, 1-1. Gundogan into De Bruyne. De Bruyne on towards Lewis. Lewis with a chance, 2-2. Rico Lewis, he's only ever scored Premier League goals against Palace. It's a lovely little habit because he's done so again.
It's a clinical finish, like a striker. Fabulous from the young man. The game's back on now. What an ending we've got.
De Bruyne whips it in, and it's a header in from Gvardiol. Joško Gvardiol. City 1, United 0. The marking hopeless, and Gvardiol tucks it into the net.
It's a simply shocking corner, Ali. They've got it all wrong. The set ball from Gundogan is too short. It puts De Bruyne in trouble, but the ricochet.
Yeah, it's a ricochet off Diallo. Pep Guardiola's reaction told you was definitely not how it was supposed to go from the set piece. Plays it inside to Foden, and Foden's shot breaks for him, and at last he scores. Phil Foden tucks it into the back of the net with 90 seconds to go. Phil Foden at last has his first Premier League goal of the season. Maybe there's just enough time for an equaliser, who knows? But that was just the bounce of the ball that came City's way. That hasn't happened too often. Gvardiol helps it out wide to Doku. Doku in the left wing position, coming inside. On it goes into the penalty area, and it's right into the net. Bernardo Silva somehow has scooped it into the net. It looked as though it was covered by Pickford in a one-on-one, but he slid to the floor, Bernardo Silva, and scooped it over the top of Pickford and into the corner of the net. Everton look puzzled, but it's a fabulous goal. City come forward with Foden. Foden tries a shot from distance, parried, and then Savinho! Foden with the shot, Stolarczyk with the save, Savinho drills in the rebound, he scores his first ever Manchester City goal, and on the occasion of 500 games in charge, Pep Guardiola's City take the lead, and it is a new boy, Savinho. McAtee. Oh, that was beautifully done. Lovely exchange of feet. And on it goes to De Bruyne. And De Bruyne's got options, and one of them Savinho. Savinho up towards Haaland. 2-0! Brilliant from McAtee in the build-up. And then he just opened up the space. It was helped out wide. Savinho scooped in across. And Erling Haaland cushioned the header into the corner of the net. And City lead by 2-0. And he won't get an assist, but brilliant from James McAtee. City now coming forward is Savinho. Savinho on the edge of the penalty area, clips it in towards Haaland, headed away though by Todibo, picked up again by Savinho, and the deflection's gone in. Savinho's cross took a wicked deflection, span beyond the goalkeeper, and out of absolutely nothing, City have scored. It might be an own goal from Soufal. It was a driven-in ball by Savinho, and it is their first goal of 2025, and it will be an own goal. Savinho up against Soufal, comes in off the inside, goes around Soufal. Savinho whips it in towards Haaland, 2-0! Absolutely brilliant from Savinho. Savinho's looked the threat all afternoon, and he's got beyond Soufal. He's whipped in a beautiful cross to the far post, and Haaland's pulled away, and in a very similar way to the one in which he scored against Leicester last weekend, he's tucked in another Savinho cross, and City lead 2-0.
Oh, it's magnificent, Ali. It really is. Every part of it. Savinho, 2 moments of brilliance. Fantastic. Well done, young man.
Savinho driving forward. On it goes to Haaland. Haaland through the gap. 3-0. Brilliant from Savinho. Exceptional from Haaland. And that is the same combination that scored the second goal at Leicester and has scored 2 goals today. Savinho to Haaland. City lead 3-0. And maybe, just maybe, they are on their way to victory, Andy.
Yeah, brilliant.
Soufal, and then a nice ball from Soucek. Oh, and they've given it away, and De Bruyne now with a real chance, and Foden must score. 4-0. West Ham playing out from the back. They lose the ball. You can't lose it there. It's nudged on by De Bruyne. It's finished by Phil Foden, and it's City 4, West Ham 0, and surely that is victory now. Savinho in the centre circle, plays it out wide to De Bruyne. De Bruyne in the right wing position. Cross comes in. What a chance! Foden! Phil Foden! City strike! Brilliant ball in. Of course it was a brilliant ball in. We expect nothing less from the king of assists. De Bruyne's cross, Foden's finish. City 1, Brentford 0. Phil Foden. Savinho gives chase and got to it. Savinho emerges with it, and Savinho's away down the left, and City might get a second here. Savinho hits it right at Flecken, and Foden on the rebound. Savinho hit it. Flecken couldn't hold it. It fell for Foden, and Foden with a shrug of the shoulders clobbers it in. City 2, Brentford 0. Foden once again at the GTEC Community Stadium. Foden comes inside, looks up, hits a diagonal ball over to Doku. Doku, a little bit of space, but he's still far from goal. Now he can take on Johnson, getting into the penalty area, slips it through to De Bruyne. De Bruyne, a little cross, reaches Foden, Foden turns it in on the swivel. City 1, Ipswich Town 0. Phil Foden all of a sudden is finding his form. It's a De Bruyne assist, a Foden goal, 1-0 the Blues. Now it's Doku. Doku up against Johnson. In the penalty area he goes, Doku. Back it goes to Foden. Foden on to Kovacic. Hits it into the net! And City lead 2-0. Mateo Kovacic. Now De Bruyne wins it on halfway, gets the ball to Gundogan, on it goes to Doku. Doku on to De Bruyne in a bit of space, he's got options in the middle, back it goes to Foden, City 3, Ipswich 0, it's 2 assists for De Bruyne. Foden's got a second goal, and all of a sudden the Blues are 3 up, they've not even got to half-time yet. Gundogan lays it on to De Bruyne. De Bruyne helps it wide to Doku. Doku down the left side, getting into the penalty area. Doku comes inside, tries the shot, 4-0. Jeremy Doku came in off the left side into the penalty area, took a shot. It ends in the back of the Ipswich net. It is City 4, Ipswich Town 0. Helps it over to the far side and plays it straight to Doku, and Doku's through here. Can he find the pass? Haaland, 5-0. Doku to Haaland. Haaland taps it in. Huge smile on his face. It's Ipswich 0, it's City 5, and Haaland's got himself on the score sheet. It was a horrible error from Clark, and within 2 passes, it was in the back of the Ipswich goal. Gundogan, nice, away from Hutchinson, crosses the centre circle, plays it into Gvardiol. Gvardiol darting down the inside left, finds Kovacic. Kovacic scoops it over the top, McAtee, 6! Beautiful ball from Kovacic, header over the top of the goalkeeper from McAtee, and McAtee has his first Premier League goal for City, and City now have a half-dozen goals at Portman Road. City could time the pass again. Haaland could be in. Matheus Nunes could be in. And this time it is Matheus Nunes. And he's got beyond Cucurella. And he's got beyond Sanchez. And Gvardiol equalises. City 1, Chelsea 1. That high line from Chelsea, it was always going to cause them a problem. And at last, City exploit it.
Cucurella comes round and works really hard to get back round. But Nunes' pace and power is just too much.
Hits it long again up to Haaland. Chalobah's behind him. Out comes the goalkeeper Sanchez. Haaland can chip him. Haaland can chip him. Haaland has chipped him. Sanchez in no man's land. Haaland bends it into the net. Ederson with the assist. Well, that's why Ederson is such an important part of City's game, because he has it within him to play that long ball. And City, having trailed, now lead by 2-1. De Bruyne flicks it on, up towards Haaland. Haaland plays it into the gap. Foden, onside, through the middle. Foden scores! Game over! Phil Foden, he's in magnificent form. He's scoring goals after a period in which he hadn't. It's now 5 in 6 in the Premier League for Phil Foden, and City are 3-1 up. Foden, good ball, Savinho, little dink, Haaland's header, 1-1, brilliant from Savinho. Haaland pulls away, goes over to the City fans who are just in that corner, and it's 1-1 at the Emirates Stadium. Wonderful from Savinho, brilliant from Haaland. The Blues back in business. The ball is with Ederson. Ederson again popping it long towards Marmoush, and Marmoush is in. It's 1-on-1 with Dubravka, and he scores. And Newcastle are undone by a long ball over the top. And Omar Marmoush does score his first goal for City. It's City 1, Newcastle 0. Ederson, we spoke about that long ball that he has in his armoury. He's just played one there. City are coming forward now with Gundogan. Gundogan darting through the middle, on towards Marmoush, hits it, 2-0! City 2, Newcastle 0. Omar Marmoush with his second goal. It took a deflection, but that will not take the goal away from him, and suddenly the Blues have daylight.
Well, you've got a player who's at the top of his game right away in his City career.
Savinho trying to take on Hall down this near side. Savinho round the outside, hits in a low ball, 3-0. Omar Marmoush hat-trick, Savinho with the assist, and all of a sudden there is massive daylight between City and Newcastle, and Omar Marmoush has his first English match ball. City 3, Newcastle 0. Omar Marmoush with the hat-trick. Hits in towards the near, helped on by Haaland, 4-0. Turned in over the line by McAtee. It was a flick on the near post, and McAtee just helped it over the line. And City now have their fourth goal, and McAtee has his sixth of the season. And he plays it in low, and Haaland puts it in. Doku with the assist, Haaland with the side foot into the net, and City take the lead. They've started this game really well, Doku in particular picking up where he left off, and City have scored here once again at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So Haaland, the ground falls silent apart from the sound of Simon Hooper's whistle. Short run up from Erling Haaland. Haaland steps up, puts the goalkeeper the wrong way, puts it in the other side, and City lead by 1-0. And Erling Haaland's a record breaker. 100 goal involvements for City in just 94 appearances, 84 goals, 16 assists. He is a superstar. Hinshelwood on towards Rutter, loses it, Gundogan picks it up, on towards Marmoush, Marmoush shooting position, whoa, brilliant! Omar Marmoush rifles City back in front with another sensational strike. He got a hat-trick against Newcastle, he's now scored here against Brighton. City 2, Brighton 1, Omar Marmoush.
Well, once he takes that right leg back, Ali, I mean, he's just laced it, and the keeper has not even got time to react. I mean, it's in the back of the net. What a strike that is.
Gets beyond Ndidi and he keeps on running, and on it goes to Savinho. Savinho gets to the byline, plays it backwards, and Grealish tucks it in, and City are in front already. We've not even reached the end of the second minute, and Jack Grealish, well, it will mean an awful lot to him, you know. He hasn't scored a Premier League goal since December 2023. Well, he has done now, and the Blues in front already. O'Reilly tackled by Sumare, breaks for Gundogan, Diaz pops it into the area, out comes Hermansen who loses it, and Marmoush makes it 2-0. It's a horror story for Hermansen, it's a shocker, it really is, and Omar Marmoush, well, he scored a vital goal on Sunday, scores another tonight, it's 6 now for Marmoush, 5 in the Premier League, City lead 2-0. Shooting position, De Bruyne runs up and hits it in. City 1, Crystal Palace 2. De Bruyne puts the Blues back in the game, and although there was a massive wall in front of Henderson, he was wrong-footed, which suggests there might have been a nick on the way through.
Yeah, I think it went through the wall, but it was a cleanly struck free kick by De Bruyne. Does it go through the wall or through the gap? It goes through the gap. And you've got to say, unstoppable, fine strike from Kevin De Bruyne, game on.
On it goes to Kovacic, into the gap for McAtee. McAtee tries to get round the outside, little dab to the far, De Bruyne's cushion, Gundogan misses it, Marmoush! City 2, Crystal Palace 2, what a game of football!
What a game, and what a goal, brilliant City pressure. Kept it alive. De Bruyne's header was superb, just eased it back. Gundogan could have scored, he miskicked it, and then when the ball went loose, Marmoush is there to lash it home.
And the Ball goes into the box and O'Reilly goes in there and he plays it across and De Bruyne helps it on and Kovacic hits it in and City lead by 3-2. What a turnaround! What a start to the second half! Matteo Kovacic, City 3, Crystal Palace 2, a breathtaking match, and it's just got even better.
What a start to the second half, and it's a goal of real quality in the way that O'Reilly cuts the ball back to De Bruyne, and then Kevin De Bruyne with amazing awareness of what's around him.
Ederson's long ball to McAtee. McAtee's on the end of it and he's got round Henderson and McAtee round the outside. A 4-2 City. Ederson with another assist and McAtee has just taken part in the most sensational celebration. Like a gymnast, he spun in midair.
Ali, incredibly, City push up to the halfway line, thinking that City are just going to try and play out from their own half. They literally fall asleep. They've just switched off for a second.
It is 4-2 and McAtee has given City a 2-goal cushion. Kovacic now into the gap for Lewis. Lewis gets away from Hughes, prods it to Nico. Nico on to McAtee on the right-hand side. Into the box goes McAtee. Little clip over the top, up towards Gundogan. Hit by O'Reilly! City 5, Crystal Palace 2. Nico O'Reilly with a side-foot volley. And if there was any lingering doubt, that has gone. The Blues have the points. A wonderful comeback victory. Can City find a way through? Cross comes in, turned in by O'Reilly! Everton 0, City 1, Nico O'Reilly, you absolute beauty! He scored last week against Crystal Palace, he does do again today, and the Blues have finally unlocked Everton. Everton 0, City 1. Doku on the edge of the area, Gundogan on the half turn, hit by Kovacic, 2-0 City. Matteo Kovacic has surely made this game safe. Ilkay Gundogan with the set, Matteo Kovacic with the finish, and City now have a 2-goal lead. Marmoush to the byline, prods it across and City will score! Oh, Bernardo Silva! It came to him on his right foot and he hit it on the instep, and though Martinez got a big piece on it, he couldn't keep it out. City 1, Aston Villa 0.
A little switch of play to Marmoush, and then to be fair, Marmoush has just walked past Cash. You pull it back to the edge of the penalty spot and you're hoping that somebody arrives.
Joško Gvardiol out wide to Doku. Disasi comes to meet him. Doku's got beyond it. Now then, Doku into the area. Doku hits it across, right across, and City win the game! Matheus Nunes! Good night, God bless. City are into the third place in the Premier League table, and Aston Villa are beaten.
Fantastic. I asked for one chance, Ali. Just give him one opportunity to get at a cease. He's got him, he's gone on the outside, ripped him, and then it's about the correct ball. Brilliant.
On it goes to Andre. Andre tackled, the ball breaks for De Bruyne, prodded into Gundogan. Gundogan now charging down the middle. On it goes to Doku. Doku now can take on Doherty. He gets beyond Doherty. He goes back to De Bruyne. 1-0 City. Doku to De Bruyne, City's first attempt on target. They hit the front, and the great man, on his penultimate appearance here at the Etihad Stadium, gives City the lead.
Yeah, brilliant from Doku initially. So for probably one of the first times, if not the first time in the game, he's really running at this back five of Wolves, but he does it really, really well. It comes into De Bruyne, who finishes with a plum.
Terrific atmosphere inside the stadium. Marmoush has the ball going central. Marmoush tries from range. Oh!
Stop it!
Well, I've seen some sensational goals as a commentator, but I have to say, I'm not sure I've seen many better than that. Omar Marmoush has just rifled it in from all of 30 metres. It flew into the roof of the net. Omar Marmoush, we are not worthy.
It is just incredible. I think they call that the top bin, Ali.
An absolute pearl of a goal from Omar Marmoush. Back he goes to Kovacic. On it goes to the right wing to Matheus Nunes, on to Bernardo Silva, into Matheus Nunes, across the face of the goal. Bernardo Silva looking for it, and Kirkez gets there. Kovacic helps it on, Gundogan on the turn. Gundogan clips it in low, Bernardo Silva! City 2, Bournemouth 0. İlkay Gundogan with the set, Bernardo Silva with the finish. And at last the Blues do have their second goal. It's City 2, Bournemouth 0. Bernardo Silva comes up with some gold. Now Nico comes forward. He's in a good position, Nico. He's on the edge of the area. He's still got the ball. He fires it into the net. Nico Gonzalez makes it 3-0. It's his first ever goal here at the Etihad Stadium. It's his first ever goal in the Premier League as well. And he's completed the victory on KDB's farewell party night. Now City are into the penalty area, real opportunity for Matheus Nunes, little clip over the top, and it's gone in off the underside of the bar with an overhead kick by İlkay Gundogan. Well, over the years, when we get to April and May, İlkay Gundogan seems to get goals that City need, and he's just done so again. Matheus Nunes drove into the box, it popped up into the air, and İlkay Gundogan with an overhead kick. Here comes Haaland, and he tucks it into the corner. Bernd Leno goes the wrong way, and City lead by 2-0. And now, unless Fulham score 3 times, the Blues are in the Champions League next season.